Do these 15 things as soon as you board a flight, or regret it later. Why? Because before your plane even leaves the ground, you're already shaping your entire experience at 30,000 feet. Seasoned travelers know those first 5 minutes are everything. They follow a precise routine to secure the best seats, protect their valuables, stay comfortable, and even score surprise upgrades. But if you miss just one crucial step, you could end up jet-lagged, dehydrated, or worse, stranded without your passport. This isn't just advice, it's a survival checklist flight attendants wish more people followed. Let's break down the 15 things you must do the moment you take your seat, starting with the number 1. Confirm your seat assignment. First things first, you absolutely must verify you're in the correct seat. Here's why. Aircraft configurations vary widely. Window seats aren't universally labeled as A, and aisle seats aren't always C. That boarding pass number matters more than you think. Check that the seating layout matches your expectations and, most importantly, your boarding pass. Stay in your assigned seat for takeoff. It's not just about following rules. It's about the flight manifest and safety protocols. Now, here's an insider secret. Once airborne and the seatbelt sign dims, you might spot an empty seat worth relocating to, though that's increasingly rare with today's packed flights. But there is one specific scenario when you should actually change seats before takeoff, which I'll reveal in tip number 5. 2. Master overhead bin strategy. The battle for overhead space can make or break your flight experience. When storing your carry-on, position rolling suitcases vertically with handles facing outward. This isn't just courteous, it maximizes space and ensures easy retrieval when you land. Need help lifting? Here's what the airlines don't tell you. Consider asking a fellow passenger rather than flight attendants. Many carriers now prohibit crew from lifting heavy bags due to injury liability, information they rarely volunteer. But wait, there's a critical mistake almost everyone makes with overhead bins. Remember, the space above your seat isn't reserved exclusively for your luggage. If your section is full, frustratingly common, find space forward in the cabin so you'll pass it during deplaning. Storing behind your seat means waiting for those passengers to exit before retrieving your belongings, adding precious minutes to your journey when you might be rushing for a connection. 3. Secure your personal item properly. Your smaller bag isn't just an afterthought. It's your lifeline during the flight. Position your personal item, backpack, purse, or laptop bag, under the seat in front of you. While you'll have access during flight, everything must be properly stowed during takeoff and landing per safety regulations. Here's where savvy travelers gain an edge. Once airborne, you can retrieve items as needed, but take a moment now to secure valuables. Whatever you do, don't place your passport in the seat pocket, a recipe for disaster that's left countless travelers stranded in foreign countries. Instead, store important documents in secure, zippered compartments close to your body or in discrete sections of your personal bag. Think that mistake sounds obvious? You'd be shocked how many frequent flyers make an even bigger security blunder. But more on that in tip number 10. 4. Test your seat's features. Before settling in, do what flight attendants won't tell you to do. Verify that essential amenities function properly. Test your entertainment system, audio jack, USB port, and power outlet, typically hidden beneath your seat. Confirm your seat fully reclines as expected. If something's amiss, alert a flight attendant immediately. With flights routinely full, replacement seats are scarce. But if alternatives exist, you'll want to claim one before another passenger does. Here's the insider approach. Be diplomatic by asking if other seating options are available rather than simply relocating yourself. Sometimes, when the economy is full, accommodating crew might even offer an upgrade to business class if you've identified a legitimate issue promptly. 5. Locate emergency exits. This isn't just about compliance, it's about survival. Take a moment to identify all emergency exit locations, which vary by aircraft model. Typically, you'll find exits over the wings, at the front of the cabin, and at the rear. While you're at it, actually review the safety information cards specific to your aircraft. And now for that seat change secret I promised earlier. If you notice you're seated in an exit row but aren't comfortable with the responsibilities or physical requirements, now is the time to request a different seat. Airlines can't allow passengers in these rows who aren't willing or able to assist in emergencies, and you'd rather make this change before takeoff than cause a disruption later. But there's another boarding ritual frequent flyers follow that most passengers never consider: Consider quickly sanitizing high-touch surfaces before handling them. Tray table, entertainment screen, armrests, and that safety card itself. These areas often receive minimal attention during rapid turnarounds between flights. While some airlines provide sanitizing wipes, packing your own is wise. They don't count as liquids for security purposes. 6. Check your life vest. This might sound excessive, but it could save your life. Glance under your seat to confirm your life vest is present. Occasionally, these go missing, sometimes taken as souvenirs, believe it or not. And regulations require every seat to have one before takeoff. If yours is absent, alert the crew immediately. Want to know something the airlines don't advertise? This missing equipment could delay your departure while the situation is rectified, but that's far better than discovering the issue during an actual emergency. Fun fact, on most aircraft, seat cushions detach and function as flotation devices. Though I sincerely hope neither of us ever needs to test this feature's effectiveness. 7. Adjust your air vent. After checking beneath your seat, look above to locate your personal air vent. This tiny nozzle has more power than you might realize, both for comfort and health. Note whether it's open or closed and adjust its direction according to your preference. While there's no right or wrong approach to air vent usage, knowing its current state prevents unnecessary discomfort later, whether you're feeling too warm or chilled during the flight. But did you know your air vent does more than just keep you comfortable? We'll explore its surprising second function in tip number 13. 8. Assess your surroundings. This step separates truly experienced travelers from everyone else. Take a moment to observe fellow passengers seated beside, in front of, and behind you. This isn't about paranoia. It's practical awareness in a unique environment where theft occurs more frequently than you might expect. Think about it. Where else would potential thieves find dozens of tired travelers? Many using sleep aids or deliberately tuning out their surroundings with eye masks and noise-canceling headphones. The environment makes it dangerously simple for someone to access your belongings without detection until long after landing. Here's the approach travel pros use. Beyond theft concerns, establishing brief eye contact and exchanging pleasantries with your rowmates creates a cooperative atmosphere. If you're in an aisle seat, a simple "feel free to tap my shoulder if you need to get out" prevents awkward situations later, especially if you doze off. I'm not suggesting extensive conversation, just enough acknowledgement to establish basic courtesy. 9. Download entertainment. The final moments before airplane mode are incredibly valuable. If you haven't already prepared entertainment, now's your final opportunity to download content using cellular data. While doing this before leaving home is ideal, these last connected moments let you grab episodes, movies, music, or podcasts for offline enjoyment. Here's a trick even frequent flyers often miss. Many savvy travelers use these precious minutes to quickly check reviews of in-flight entertainment options available on the seatback system. This simple step can save you from starting a disappointing movie that wastes hours of your journey. I recently discovered and binged the second season of White Lotus on a flight to India. Absolutely captivating. But your pre-takeoff prep isn't complete without addressing one of the biggest challenges of long-haul travel. 10. Adjust to destination time. For international or long-haul flights, immediately reset your watch or phone to your destination's time zone. This simple act helps mentally prepare for the upcoming schedule shift and signals to your body that adaptation will soon be necessary. For example, if departing in your local evening but landing during your destination's evening, you're essentially losing a night. In such cases, staying awake during the flight means you'll likely be tired enough to sleep upon arrival, helping synchronize with local time more quickly. As someone who flies between Canada and Asia multiple times annually, I found that aligning with the destination time zone before takeoff is my most effective strategy for minimizing jet lag. But speaking of physical comfort, there's another aspect of flying that causes more misery than almost anything else. 11th, hydrate strategically. The moment you're seated, begin hydrating, but thoughtfully. What airlines don't emphasize is that cabin air is notoriously dry, with humidity levels as low as 10 to 20%, causing accelerated dehydration. Skip the pre-flight coffee or alcohol that will further dehydrate you, and instead ask for water immediately when the beverage service begins. Pro tip that will transform your flying experience: bring an empty reusable bottle through security and fill it before boarding. This ensures you're not dependent on infrequent drink services during a long flight. Your skin, eyes, and energy levels will thank you hours later when everyone else is feeling parched and sluggish. 12th, connect with flight attendants. This subtle move can upgrade your entire experience. Make brief eye contact and offer a genuine smile to flight attendants as you board and when they pass your seat. This small gesture establishes you as a friendly, reasonable passenger rather than a potential problem, which can pay dividends if you need assistance later. Here's what's really happening behind the scenes. Flight attendants remember both the exceptionally kind and difficult passengers. In situations where discretion applies, like when they're deciding who gets that last meal option or whether to offer complimentary items, being memorable in a positive way matters tremendously. Think flight attendants don't have much power? You'd be surprised what they can do for passengers they like. 13. Prepare motion sickness prevention. Even if you don't typically experience motion sickness, turbulence can affect anyone. Locate your air sickness bag and ensure it's within easy reach. If you're prone to nausea, take preventative medication before takeoff rather than waiting until symptoms appear. And here's that air vent trick I promised earlier. Position your air vent to blow gently on your face, which significantly reduces nausea for many people. Also identify a fixed point on the horizon through the window, or a stable focal point inside the cabin that you can concentrate on if turbulence hits unexpectedly. 14. Complete pre-takeoff preparations. As departure approaches, complete the standard safety procedures. Return your seat to the upright position. Close your tray table, open window shades if present, and fasten your seatbelt. To avoid disrupting safety checks, ensure your seatbelt is visible over any blankets or jackets. But before we take off, there's one final practice that separates travel masters from everyone else. 15. Practice mindfulness. Take 1 minute to center yourself before takeoff. Close your eyes. Take 5 deep breaths and mentally prepare for the journey ahead. This brief mindfulness practice reduces travel anxiety, lowers stress hormones, and helps you transition from the chaos of boarding to a calmer state. What the travel industry doesn't tell you. Studies show this simple practice can significantly impact how you physically experience the flight, from reduced muscle tension to better immune response in the recirculated cabin air. It's your most powerful yet overlooked travel tool, requiring nothing but your attention. Now you know exactly what to do the moment you board a flight. But what if you're a senior traveler looking for hidden perks that most people never hear about? From surprise airline discounts to secret airport lounges and little-known travel benefits designed just for older adults, our next video uncovers it all. Don't miss out. Tap that next video if you're ready to travel smarter, save more, and enjoy flying like never before. And if you found this helpful, give us a like, subscribe, and share your own flight tips in the comments below. Safe travels. See you in the next one.